Hello and welcome to not a lot of reading vlog. I don't do these a lot and this really isn't a reading vlog even though I am in the middle of a readathon. My sisters are here and we are going to a Jonas Brothers concert in St. Louis and it's quite a drive and it'll be an overnight trip, and so I thought I'm going to make this my own kind of home movie. So to make it a semi-reading vlog, I am in the middle of The Ear, the Eye, and the Arm by Nancy Farmer. This is the first book I've picked up for the Tome Infinity readathon. I'm halfway through. It's a mid-grade. I might read a little bit in the car or at the Airbnb, but like not a lot probably. I haven't seen my sisters very often. They live in a different town. They have kids. We're all kind of living different lives. So I'm going to enjoy this weekend and bring you along with me. So we're currently at Walmart because we just found out the venue only lets you bring in clear bags, and none of us have clear bags. So we're trying to find something that we can actually like bring to the actual venue. The search continues. So the good news is that you can bring in small bags, so I'm just gonna grab my fanny pack. But first, Esther requires Starbucks. So we're gonna go find a Starbucks. We're not taking a picture, we're doing a video. They're not prepared for vlogging. Time for a story time. So my older sister never likes to check how much gas she has in the car. We stopped at a rest stop a little while back and it's like, you have 18 miles worth of gas.
To pay for it.
Yeah, you do.
I need my wallet.
You're a mess. So at this rest stop we found out you have 18 miles worth of gas left and we've got like another 60 miles of trip left. So we are in the this tiny middle of nowhere town because it was the nearest gas station we could find on Google Maps to make sure that we don't get stranded at roadside. And you know what? I'm not even mad. This is a great story. I'm gonna tell everyone about Esther who cannot keep track of how much gas she has in her car.
And I know we get a little crazy, and I know we get a little loud, and I know we're never gonna fake it. We are wild, we are free, we are more than you think, so call us freaks, but that's just the way we roll.
We're at the Airbnb and it is adorable. I really enjoy it and we're just kind of chilling out, getting ready. If I'm really on my game, I might do a little bit of reading while we're here, and then we're gonna go, go eat food and then go to the concert. And we looked at the set list while we were in the car and we're super excited.
Got the news today. Doctor said I had to stay a little bit longer and I'll be fine.
You have to tell people.
Okay. I warned you I was vlogging. We're eating our lovely hot dogs at the venue. There's a giant line to get in right now. Pretty much all just white women. We understand that we're part of a demographic. So we're gonna hang out for a little bit and then hopefully go in. At some point we gotta take a concert selfie. Not sure when that'll happen. They're arguing about Janessa wearing Esther's shirt. We're back at the Airbnb. I think we're going right to bed. It's exhausting. So any kind of wrap up will probably be done in the car tomorrow, but it was a fantastic concert. And I'm super happy. And I'm also super happy that it's time for bed. Alright. It is the day after. I'm tired. It's 8:30. We're already hit the road. That was intense. That was exhausting last night, but also awesome. Getting to scream S Club 7 and all those boy bands at the top of our lungs. Janessa was great. She was a great person to next to. We were bumping each other because the dude next to me was only there for his girlfriend and did not care. I think he danced a little bit at like Cool and Sucker.
And the guy to the left of me, every time I would scream, because I'm not gonna scream, he would like cover his ears. Like, why are you here?
Fuck off, dude. Your chairs cost as much as ours. But, okay. So, favorite part. Favorite part that wasn't the Jonas Brothers first.
I really like Baby Rex. I thought she was really good. That was fun.
Janessa? That wasn't the Jonas Brothers. You didn't like Tina?
Tina was cute. Yeah.
They pulled BB Rex and pulled fans on stage. And what did she call? Oh no, we weren't there when she called herself a bad bitch or whatever she said.
What Tina said?
Oh no, what BB Rex said.
Oh yeah, she said said something about when you leave here and you wake up tomorrow morning, make sure you look at yourself in the mirror and tell yourself, "Wow, I'm a bad bitch."
She's great. BB Rex is actually like got a great personality. Still didn't know most of her songs, but she's fun to watch. And then of course now pick one just right now. Favorite Jonas Brothers moment.
Nick Jonas.
Even though his mic wasn't working half the time.
And did you look at his arms? Cake on the Ocean. It was
Cake on the Ocean. Oh, I think I got some video of that Cake on the Ocean with like the wacky whaley inflatable arm flailing tube men and the lights and the little kid that was dressed as one of them in the I don't know if it was a kid, but someone was dressed as one of them in the front row. I'm like, you've been to one of these concerts before.
Screaming the rap to burn it up. Yeah, that was great.
They didn't do it. They didn't have anything in that time. They just kind of like let music play.
No, there was somebody rapping on.
I didn't hear it. All I heard was Janessa.
I didn't know if they had anyone, and I was going to take care of it for them.
Oh my God. And I didn't know every song. They played some from the album I didn't listen to, and they really only played their most like popular songs from the new album anyway. Like it was Roller Coaster, Sucker, and Cool, I think so.
Human.
Oh yeah.
And I Believe.
So like, but it was mostly the old stuff. They did an entire medley of old stuff, like Mandy, which sounded different with his voice dropped. But oh, it was so much fun. And here's hoping that this all makes sense when I film or edit it all together. So we got a long drive, so bye for now. And I am back at home and have a lot of thoughts. And I know that depending on how much footage I've left in, this is probably getting really long. But considering the fact that this was a special occasion and this is really more for me to preserve memories, I thought this was something to be talked about. And that was kind of the melancholy I felt on the trip back, once we'd kind of, zoned out and gotten sleepy and we're kind of doing our own things in the car. I was hit by a very profound feeling of sadness. And this has happened before. Most of the time when I go to concerts, because I have to be so picky about what concerts I go to, they're usually for bands that I have been a fan of for a very long time. So as a result, the concert always involves a very heavy dose of nostalgia for my younger years. And this one more so than anything because I was in love with the Jonas Brothers from like the age of 11 or 12. Like I was the OG fans they talked about begging their parents to play the CDs in the car. So I was kind of like shocked with this, my younger years are gone and I can't go back, and the sisters that I used to live in the same house with now live 3.5 hours away, and like it was just like sadness I couldn't shake myself out of. And I got home And my husband and I have a kind of like Sunday routine of stuff we do, and I got home early enough that we could still do it. So we went out to lunch, and we went to our favorite coffee slash bookstore place to hang out for a bit and look through upcoming events in our area that we wanted to go to. And we talked about what we did last night and the wrestling show he went to and the concert I went to, and that helped a lot, getting to focus on this is my life now, and I like my life now. And the weird thing is, when it comes to nostalgia and the melancholy, I am in infinitely a better place, both with my sisters and with myself. My sisters and I, outside of the music we loved together, had a very rocky childhood, you know, turning from hating to loving each other fairly rapidly, sometimes multiple times in the course of one day. And we're in a much more stable place. We're closer than we've ever been before. You know, we got the family group chat, and I'm better with who I am. I mean, 13-year-old Margaret low-key hated herself, and I'm loving my life right now. And it was really nice to be able to like step back into it with my husband and think about the readathon that I'm doing moving forward and think about all of that. And so I was very happy that the melancholy didn't stick as long this time as it has in previous concerts. I mean, when Esther and I came back from our first All Time Low concert, I was out for an entire day, could not function barely. It was like I was hungover even though I hadn't drank anything. But this was so much fun, getting to relive some of those years with the woman I lived those years with was fantastic. And I know everyone was making fun of the fact that, oh, you love the Jonas Brothers, but there's something special in getting to step back into being 12 and loving something with wild abandon again. And I would never give that up, even if I didn't really I wasn't all that interested in the opening acts at all, but they were nice, and screaming out the words to Mandy and all of the OG classics as well as the newer ones was so much fun, and I'm so happy. We've talked about doing more concerts in the future. I might be vlogging more in the future for instances like this, for like events and things that I want to memorialize and remember. So I'm not going to start like a regular weekly vlog. That's not really my thing, but I'm happy I got to jump back into the past for a night, and now I'm jumping back into the life I love. So it was a good weekend, and now I gotta do a ton of reading because I discovered over this weekend that I actually need to add a book to my Tome Infinity TBR to get every continent. So, with nothing else to say, I hope you have a wonderful day and a marvelous tomorrow.